What's going on, guys? Zephonix here. Today we're going to go ahead and do a new series called Anime Watch. Now basically Anime Watch is a series of videos I'm going to do about an anime either that I'm thinking about from the past, an anime that I'm doing a first impressions of, or an anime that for some reason has caught my attention very recently and I want to go ahead and talk about it. And we're going to talk about the latter particular situation here with an anime called Hunter x Hunter. Now, I started watching this anime very recently. In fact, I'm watching the remake version of it versus the original version of it. And both are pretty decent. You know, obviously the new version has better art quality and things of that nature. I did watch a little bit of the older version, and I did notice that there is a certain amount of things that were taken out from the new version. Not a lot, but you know, just a couple of things here and there. For example, I thought I saw, I don't remember seeing in the new version a part where this girl tried to kill one of the characters, Killua. You know, I don't remember that in the new version, but that was in the old version. She tried to go ahead and kill him, and he, what do you call it, the president or something like that, the CEO, whatever case, he kind of stepped in to go ahead and stop him, say, hey, what are you doing? You know, get off my ride, you don't know me, you don't know my style, and stuff like that, you know. I don't know. That's an old song, you know, well. See these drinks? I don't know if these drinks are like universal, but they're good and they're like 99 cents. Like seriously, I'm addicted to them. Got another one in a total different bottle and they're great. Anyway, sorry, I just found out about them. Anyway, so moving on. So it basically it's just like every anime that you've ever seen. You know, when it comes down to fighting ones. You know, basically boy fighting animes. You know. This particular boy, for some reason, they never really explained it too deep, except for in Dragon Ball, has this uncanny ability to fight, you know, for some reason. This uncanny ability, he's special, if you will, and he's able to fight very well, you know, or his special ability can pertain to fighting. And then he also has his friend who can also do the same thing, you know how it is. So you got, it's been done before. Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, you know, things of that nature. Bleach, you know, whatever. Not Naruto. Naruto was actually the opposite. You know, Naruto actually wasn't the best fighter. He just worked really hard at it. So I like that particular one. That might be even why Naruto has been like accepted so greatly. But anyway, moving on. Hunter x Hunter. So basically, it's pretty much like that. And within these episodes here of the anime, you got a couple of story arcs. I'm currently at episode 23, I think it is. The first story arc is basically about the hunter trials. Like I said, he wants to be a hunter like his father before him. So he goes forward and does the hunter trials. We're gonna become a hunter. So he winds up passing. And the second trial is, we'll call it the family assassin, or the family of assassins story arc. That's when Killua, for some reason, decides to leave. He gets disqualified and he goes back home. So what happens is that when he goes back home, he decides to go ahead and, you know, the other guy's gone, who is the main protagonist, and his friends decide to go back to Killua's family to go ahead and take up Killua. So it is what it is. The third story arc, like every other fighting anime before it, has kind of like, especially one that's supposed to be, you know, whatever, especially has something to do with a young boy. There's the proving yourself, or the Proving Grounds tournament arc. You know, that's when, for some reason, they go into a tournament and, you know, they got to prove themselves one way or the other, whether it's proving to themselves or whatever, and on the way, they learn a new technique, and that's where I am right now in the anime. They just learned about their spiritual pressure, and right now, Gong is right about to fight this guy who can go ahead and manipulate tops. I'm like, wow, that sounds familiar. Oh yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, you know? I'm pretty sure many other anime after that, now I think about it. But anyway, so overall, despite the certain things I can say about it, it's actually pretty cool. I'm actually liking it a lot. Now, there are some things that doesn't make any sense. For example, they went ahead and had to pay money in order to go ahead and take an airship to the tournament, the tournament building, right? But one of the benefits of having a hunter card is the fact that you don't have to pay for stuff like that. In fact, they just took an airship to go see Killua and didn't have to pay for it because they had their hunter card. So why would they have to pay for this airship? You know, and stuff like that. You know, it's like, that doesn't make any sense. You know, and then it's a couple of things like that. Like, I'm not understanding why. And I understand why they went into the tournament. They wanted to do it for training as well as for, for money purposes. But why not just go on a hunter? Why not just go on, just get yourself employed as a hunter? Like, that's literally what you got the thing for. And then even then, I would understand if Killua didn't go ahead and do it, because Killua at the time was not a hunter. I don't know if he becomes a hunter later on, but he was not a hunter. I get that. So why did Gon have to pay? On that note, why didn't Gon just go ahead and use his card to pay for Killua's ticket? If he could have. So it was a couple of things like, wait, what? Kind of situations. But other than that, like, that's what most anime, It's kind of like, wait, did Trunks dye his hair blue all of a sudden? Why did he do that? When did he do that? Stuff like that, But anyway, or maybe he didn't dye his hair blue. Maybe he dyed his hair purple. Maybe his hair is purple. Or maybe neither him or Bulma dye their hair. Maybe that shit just turns different colors every single whatever, I don't know. Anyway, so definitely Hunter x Hunter. If you are not watching any anime, or if you watched the original Hunter x Hunter before, and it's been a while since you watched it, why not go ahead and watch the new version of Hunter x Hunter? Go ahead and kind of remember it, or like I said, if you haven't watched it, definitely an anime to watch. It's definitely on the anime watch list. You guys have a good night. Zeph out.